Hello, my name is Alexandra Hope, and I research childhood obesity in America because since I've been alive, it's been a serious issue and it continues to grow at a rapid pace. Nicholas Reeves is a 117-pound 8-year-old boy living in Nashville, Tennessee. He already weighs more than his 13-year-old brother, and he has had his tonsils removed because the fat around his neck was causing sleep apnea. He's just an 8-year-old boy, and he's already at a high risk for type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart attacks, and as he grows older, and he will probably have a shorter lifespan than that of his parents. This is just one story out of millions for kids all over the U.S., as 1/3 of the nation's children are overweight. There are many causes of childhood obesity, but I've set aside a couple that I think are most prevalent. One, the food that America is eating, whether it's in schools or at home. And two, parental negligence towards their children's diets and activities really have taken a toll on the weight of Americans. Now, there are 70 million clinically obese individuals in America today. The sedentary lifestyle and unhealthy eating habits that these adults have become comfortable with are now being passed down to their children. Studies show that 80% of children who are overweight at a young age are overweight after the age of 25. So that shows that killing habits at a young age is crucial. School lunches across the U.S. are an average of 730 calories. Not only are these lunches extremely unhealthy, but they also teach the kids what to eat when they aren't at school or in a school setting. Fast food has also obviously dramatically increased childhood obesity, especially in low-income neighborhoods. A study was taken in New Orleans which showed that there were 2.4 fast food restaurants per square mile in a low-income neighborhood and only 1.5 fast food restaurants per square mile in a wealthier neighborhood. Obesity is one epidemic that hits every gender, every race, and every age in this country. But the fast food companies target lower-income neighborhoods because they know that they are more susceptible to their prices. There was a program called Faith Moves Mountains, and it was created in the South to target obesity prevention, specifically for individuals who lived in a certain low-income area in the Appalachian Mountains. This church held walking circuits and nutrition classes, and because of the program's goal of reaching out to the specific church-based community, it was a tremendous success. There was another program called New Moves that was designed specifically for girls, and it held PE classes and nutrition classes just for girls. After the 9-month program came to an end, interviews from parents and from the students showed that the program improved the girls' diets and health and left a good impression on the students. Teaching children about nutrition and what is good for their bodies is crucial for this country to start making health and not obesity the norm. Wellness programs in schools and face-to-face contact with parents about what the food they're feeding their children is doing to their kids' lives is the most important first step in helping America. So to test this argument, I ran the issue through 3 different frameworks. The first is the image of God. Individuals struggling with their weight have a high risk for depression and self-esteem issues. The amount of teasing and bullying that overweight individuals face really causes some people to give up. The fact that everyone was created in the image of God and that we were made not only to be stewards of our bodies, but stewards of those around us needs to be understood before people start caring about this issue and wanting to make a difference. The next lens that I looked at is communitarianism, which is the belief that justice comes from a moral obligation to those in your community. Looking at this problem through the lens of communitarianism, wellness programs in schools and for adults, and healthier school lunches for kids would be more of a priority, and more money would be spent on bettering the health of the community. Shaping a healthy community, shaping a healthy atmosphere rather than encouraging unhealthy eating would be at the forefront. The last framework I looked at this problem through is libertarianism, which argues that individuals have the right to complete freedom as long as it does not interfere with another's individual rights. A libertarian would argue that Americans can eat whatever they want without anyone intervening. When you think about it, American society is very much prided in its libertarian mindset. As long as individuals don't concern others with their weight issues, they have full and complete freedom. It's here in this mindset that Americans have fallen susceptible to obesity. So looking at these 3 frameworks, bringing the issue as much as possible to the local level stands as the most beneficial way of halting its spread. It's through local organizations that nutrition awareness can be taught. Discouraging the hands-off attitude that parents have towards what their children are eating is also a step that needs to be approached. Community awareness of childhood obesity and localized efforts with an understanding of local culture while connecting with a broader network of similar efforts is crucial. With these efforts in communication with each other across the nation, this network of obesity prevention will stand as a strong voice against childhood obesity, with its core in the local community. They will not only be able to share with each other the successes and failures they've seen, but they will be able to broadcast the work they are doing. Bringing this issue as close to the individual as possible will be the most effective way of changing the obesity norm in this country.